Okay, 14.3. Now we are going to start with the volume of prisms and cylinders. Okay, so the volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height of the prism. You can see, as I wrote right there, everything that you need to know. Okay, so we have a pentagonal prism. Pentagonal means the base is a pentagon. As you can see, five-sided figure. Okay. Has a base area of 45 units squared and a height of 10.3 units. Find the volume. Well, here's the thing, guys. When it says base area, what that's telling you is that capital B is 45. Okay? When they say base area, that's capital B. So 45 times the height, which is 10.3. So 45 times 10.3 is 463.5. It says units, so we don't have to worry about that. So our volume is 463.5. Okay? So you don't have to worry about finding the area of a pentagon. You don't have to do that. Okay? When they give you a pentagon, a pentagonal prism, or a hexagonal prism, they're going to tell you what the base area is. Okay? Okay? Now, pentagonal prism again. By the way, here's the base. It's facing us. That means it's on its side. The prism is on its side. Whatever. Okay? So it says the base area is 35 units squared. So again, they're telling you what B is. This time it says the volume is 238 units cubed. Find the height. So it's a prism. So volume equals area of the base times height. Well, let's plug in what we know. Volume is 238. So 238 goes in for V. Capital B was 35 times the height, which is what we're trying to find. So we just divide by 35. 238 divided by 35. The height is 6.8. A lot of this is just reading the problem, guys, and you've heard it all year. All year I've told you, read the problem, okay? The problem's going to tell you everything you need to know. You just have to read it, all right? So sometimes they ask for the volume. Sometimes they ask for part of the equation or part of the formula, not the volume. Okay? Hexagonal prism. Hexagonal means the hexagon's the base, 6 sides. There it is. It's on its side. Okay? It's a prism. The height is 4, and the volume is 98. It says find the area of one of its bases. So what they're saying is find capital B. So volume equals area of the base times height. The volume is 98 equals capital B times the height is 4. So I've got B times 4. So I divide both sides by 4. So the area of the base, 98 divided by 4 is 24.5. Okay? So those are 3 different examples of finding each variable in the formula. Okay? Now, this says the bases of the prism below are right triangles. So prism. If the prism's height measures 8 units and the volume is 60 units cubed, solve for x. So I've got volume equals base times height. So the volume is 60. It says the prism's height is 8 units. Okay? Now, here's the problem. Here's the base. The base, if I could trace it all, that would be nice. The base is a right triangle. So the base, okay, is 1/2, okay, times base times height. Well, here's my height. Here's my base. Okay? So I have 1/2 times 5 times x. All right? Well, this is going to be a hard equation to solve because I don't know what capital B is. But look at here. Okay? I know the volume, I know the height. So if I divide both sides by 8, 60 divided by 8, I get 7.5. So the capital B is 7.5. Now I can go to work. Okay? Now, a couple ways you can do this. Okay? You could do half of 5. Okay? Or you can get rid of the fraction. If you want to get rid of the fraction, multiply both sides by the bottom number. So 1/2 and 2 go away. 2 times 7.5 is 15 equals 5x divided by 5. So x equals 3. Okay? So that one was a little bit more involved. Okay? Yeah, you had to find capital B. But x was one of the dimensions of the base. So you had to go an extra couple steps. All right? All right, cylinder. Volume of a cylinder. Pi r squared h. R is the radius, h is the height of the cylinder. So the height is 15 feet. The base radius is 2 feet. We need to find the volume to the nearest tenths. So what does that mean? That means we are multiplying by pi. So volume equals pi times radius squared, radius is 2, times the height, which is 15. So pi times 2 squared times 15. Nearest tenths, okay. So I've got 188.49. What does 9 do to 4? Bumps it up to 5 feet cubed. All right. Okay. Now, another cylinder. So volume equals pi r squared h. Now it says the base diameter is 14 feet and the height is 19. So 19 goes there. But a lot of you are going to skip over the fact that it's the diameter. Okay, they want to know the volume to the nearest tenth. Now, remember, the radius goes there, not the diameter. So remember, the diameter is 2 times the radius. Well, if the diameter is 14, you just take half. So your radius is 7. That goes in the formula. So pi times 7 squared times 19. The nearest tenth. So 2,924.82. What does 2 do? Nothing. 2,924.8 feet cubed. They gave us a unit, so we should use it. All right. So again, just don't work so quickly that you just automatically put 14 in. 14 is the diameter. You cannot use the diameter for the volume of a cylinder. Oh, that's it. Very nice. So that's it for 14.3.